Good morning, Streak Advice Nation. I hope you guys love this intro as much as I do because this thing's awesome. Got a great show planned for you today. It's also going to be added to, or uploaded to YouTube today after the show ends. Get that out of there. I figured out a way to add it to YouTube after the fact. There will be no video, obviously, because I don't have a camera recording me right now, but it will be up on YouTube for your viewing and listening there if you so choose. I'll add that to the website eventually as well. I'll tweet about it, but we'll get to that a little bit later. We got a great day today. Some tennis early this morning, soccer, U20 World Cup, and then this afternoon we have baseball. Some WNBA, some college baseball, and then some more baseball. Now, as you may know, the Boston Bruins and the Chicago Blackhawks played Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals last night. The Bruins led 2-1 with about a minute 16 left in the third period when Chicago scored their first goal. Then 17 seconds later, Chicago scored their second goal, eventually winning the game 3-2 in a shocking fashion. I am, as you all know, I'm a hardcore Bruins fan, but for some reason right now I am not even sad, just because it still really hasn't hit me yet that we lost the Stanley Cup like the way we did last night. It was just a devastating loss. I couldn't believe it. I still can't. But again, I just want to say congratulations to the Blackhawks and all their fans again. An extremely classy organization. Extremely classy players. They play the game the right way. Just like, I remember back in 2011 when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, Vancouver and Montreal were those teams that we played that they would just whine and cry about almost everything that went on the ice. They'd hit people with cheap shots and all this and that. But, this was just a good, solid series of physical hockey. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nothing off the ice. None of that garbage. Both coaches, keeping it real. And I obviously I don't want to lose the Stanley Cup, but if I had to pick any team to lose to, I think I'd pick the Blackhawks, just because they are just an extremely awesome organization. I there's nothing to hate about them. I can't even hate them. So again, congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks and all their fans out there. I know I got a lot of followers that like them, so congratulations to you guys and your team. Extremely classy organization over there. Now, the first order of business I wanted to get to today was the Rangers and the Yankees. Yu Darvish on the mound versus Hiroki Kuroda. Darvish is 7-3 on the year with a 2.84 ERA. Kuroda is 7-5 on the year with a 2.78 ERA. This is going to be an interesting game today. I will be picking the Rangers here. They're minus 130 favorites on the money line in New York. I'm picking the Rangers here because Darvish is just a strikeout machine. He can just, I don't know, there's just something about this guy. He just gets Ks like it's his job, and this Yankees lineup isn't the best. So I just think that they're going to do really well today with Darvish on the mound. The Yankees have won 11 of 13 against Texas in Yankee Stadium, but I don't think that's going to continue today. The Rangers are coming in on a 5-game winning streak. Darvish will be on the mound, and I think he'll be, striking these guys out. Kuroda's great too, but I think it's going to be a Darvish-dominated game this evening. I'd say about a win 4 or less on that. Next up is Blue Jays and the Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays defeated the Toronto Blue Jays last night to end the 11-game winning streak in Toronto with back-to-back home runs in the middle of the game. Matt Moore will be on the mound today for the Rays. He's 9-3 on the year with a 4.13 ERA. His last game was against the Yankees. He threw 6 1/3, 3 earned runs and a win. Mark Burley on the mound for the Jays. He's 4-4 on the year with a 4.60 ERA. His last game was against the Rockies. 5 innings, 2 earned, and a win. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm picking the Rays here. Matt Moore seems to get back on track with that last game against the Yankees. He had struggled in the previous 4 or 5 starts, but now he's getting more into the groove. He's getting back. He understands what he has to do. I think he kind of got psyched out by the whole 8-0 thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, like Babe Ruth was the only other guy to go 8-0." But so I think that Matt Moore's finished with this like little skid he had, and I think that the Rays are going to be able to pull off another win. They are minus 130 favorites tonight at home in Game 2 of this series, and I think they get it done here against the Blue Jays tonight. I don't like Mark Burley very much either. I don't think he's very good. So that's what I'm going with the Rays there with like a win 4, win 5 or less. Now next up is the Marlins and the Twins. Jose Fernandez on the mound for the Marlins. He's 4-4 on the year with a 3.05 ERA. His last game was against the Diamondbacks, 7 1/3, 2 earned runs and a loss. Kevin Correa on the mound for the Twins, 6-4 on the year with a 3.87 ERA. His last game was against the White Sox, 6 2/3, 2 earned runs and a win. I'm going Marlins here. Last time I picked against Jose Fernandez, I lost. I really like this kid too now that he's on my fantasy team, and I don't know, he just seems like a really solid pitcher. He threw 7 1/3 his last outing, allowing 2 earned runs to the Diamondbacks, but they still lost because it's the Marlins. So, like again, 4-4 with 3.05 ERA doesn't sound good for most teams, but if you're on the Marlins and that's your stats, you might as well be a Cy Young winner because that's just awesome. Anybody that can get the Marlins 4 wins is just fantastic. So, that's just, that's actually what Diamondbacks catcher Miguel Montero said. I see about Jose Fernandez. He said, I see him as a Cy Young winner in the near future because he's got all his pitches. He's that good. So even Miguel Montero agrees with me on that it's not very easy to carry the Marlins. The Marlins are minus 117 favorites at home against the Twins. I'm going with them tonight. Win 4, win 5 or less on that. Okay, now the Braves and the Royals today. Chris Medlin and Irvin Santana. It's going to be a great game today. Medlin's 4-7 on the year with a 2.96 ERA. Santana 5-5 on the year with a 2.64 ERA. Both pitchers are coming off 7-inning outings with 1 earned run apiece. Medlin won his last outing. Santana had a no decision. In this game today, I'm going to be picking the Royals here. They are minus 102 favorites on the money line, and I like the way Santana's been pitching. And I think Justin Upton will be out of the lineup today for the Braves, which is not good if you're a Braves fan. You don't want that, but he'll only be out for a game or two. He's already sat 2 games, I think, so he's not going to be playing. I think he has a sore hand, they said, so that would definitely be a blow to the Braves today. And Jason Hayward and Freddie Freeman are combined 9 for 50 in the last 7 games. So below 200 they're batting in the last 7 games combined. So the offense needs to get going for the Braves, but I don't think it happens tonight. Both teams are 5-5 in their last 10. I'm going to give this one to the Royals and Santana. Barely. It's going to be a very close game, just like the line says, but I'm going with the Royals there as minus 102 favorites. Now the Pirates and the Mariners. Jeff Locke on the mound. He's been fantastic for the Pirates. He's 6-1 on the year with a 2.01 ERA. His last game was against the Reds, 7 innings, no earned, and a no decision. Joe Saunders on the mound for the Mariners. He's 5-7 on the year with a 4.48 ERA. His last game was against the Angels, 8 innings, 1 earned run, and a loss. So both pitchers are coming off fantastic outings. And I really think that Jeff Locke will be able to turn it on again. The Pirates are 16 games above 500. They have just been awesome throughout the year. And they're minus 123 favorites on the money line. I see Jeff Locke shutting down this Mariners lineup today. Being able to, probably not allow a single run, I would think. But, I think he's going to do really, really well and keep this game very low scoring on the Mariners side. And I think they'll get the win today pretty easily. I'd say like a win 7 or less for the Pirates to win. Now, one of the better rivalries in baseball tonight, Dodgers and the Giants. Going to be an awesome game. The Dodgers won last night 3-1. But today, the Dodgers are coming in on a 3-game winning streak. A very, very, very interesting pitching matchup here. We got Michael Kickham for the Giants. He's 0-1 in the year with a 15.43 ERA. And you don't see that too often. His last game was against Oakland. He threw 2 1/3 innings, 4 earned runs, and a loss. And he is a starting pitcher, so he must just be coming up or something. And then the Dodgers side, we have Stephen Fife, 1-2 on the year with a 3.25 ERA. His last game was against San Diego, 6 innings, 1 earned, no decision. I'm going Dodgers here. This Kickham guy, he was rocked his last time out against Oakland. I don't really know how he's going to react. I mean, I just can't pick anybody with a 15.43 ERA. That's just not how baseball works. You don't pick people like that. So I'm going Dodgers here just because, they're on a little bit of a winning streak, getting something going here. Puig has been awesome, and I think that the Dodgers offense will be able to really spark against Kickham tonight. This kid could be really good. I really don't know, but just based on looking at his stats, I'm saying Dodgers here tonight. There is no line on this game, unfortunately, as of right now, but Dodgers tonight. And now the last thing of the day, we got the Phillies and the Padres. Kyle Kendrick on the mound for the Phillies. He's 6-4 in the year with a 3.56 ERA. His last game was against Washington. 7 2/3 innings, 1 earned run, no decision. Jason Marquise on the mound for the Padres. 9-2 on the year with a 3.59 ERA. His last game was against the Dodgers. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, no decision. I'm going Padres here, big time. Jason Marquise is on the mound. Anytime the Padres are at home, they seem to win. And anytime you pick against the Padres, they seem to win. And Jason Marquise always seems to win when he's with the Padres. So all those things said, don't pick against the Padres tonight. Go with them. I think they're going to win again tonight. They won last night, beating the Cliff Lee and the Phillies, which I was actually really surprised about. I thought Cliff Lee would be able to get something done, but apparently not. So I'm going Padres here tonight. Jason Marquise, he's going to have a really solid game again against this Phillies lineup. And I'd say like a win 4, win 5 or less. On that, the Padres are minus 108 favorites. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. From here on out, we pretty much got a baseball show. Unless we get, some soccer, and I can't think of too much else. Golf occasionally I'll start talking about. Start throwing some more things in there because we don't have as many sports around now that basketball and hockey are over. But, you can start gearing up for football in a couple months and things of that nature. So make sure you follow at Streak Advice, at Streak Advice FC, and at Streak Advice SPX to get the Streak Advice trilogy on. Also, make sure you guys check my Twitter and the website, streakadvice.com, and check the Twitter later today. I'm going to post a YouTube video of this recording to see how people like that potentially might get advertising on that. So we'll see how this all works out. And so thank you guys again for listening to this episode of Quick Picks. I'm Luke DeVasta. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and enjoy yourselves.